Hi everyone and welcome to Infinox Market Insights with me, Richard Perry, analysing markets for Infinox on Wednesday the 17th of November. Now the dollar strengthening that we've seen since last week's US CPI data came in way ahead of expectations has continued, and it's really strikingly coming through the euro-dollar pair, where euro-dollar driving lower with that dollar strengthening. But there are signs that sterling dollar is building support. Sterling has been supported in recent days with the unemployment data yesterday, and also the inflation numbers this morning coming ahead of expectations, baking in that rate hike expectation for the Bank of England in December. So sterling dollar starting to pick up potentially, and maybe a few signs of exhaustion on that dollar move too. Now, indices continue to run to all-time highs. Those retail sales numbers out from the States yesterday really did bolster Wall Street numbers coming through to not far from their all-time highs, although a little bit of a pullback, but still firmly supported seemingly there. So the inflation numbers are continuing today. We've got Eurozone and Canada inflation today. Looking out for those numbers to create a bit of volatility on their currencies. But generally speaking, it'll be interesting to see how the dollar moves, I think, given the strong run higher that it is and potentially extreme positioning as well. So the charts we're looking out for today, we're looking at the cable chart, which is testing resistance and potentially on a recovery. We're also looking at silver, a bit of a pullback yesterday, potential signs of a near-term correction, and also looking out for the DAX. Looking at the DAX moving to all-time highs, but is it going to continue? So let's have a look at the charts. And onto the Infinox MT5 platform now, starting off with sterling dollar. We can see just in recent days, sterling has rebounded. It's built that support at around the 33.50 area, broken back above where the resistance was in place at 34.10, and now starting to really move potentially to break this downtrend, which it seemingly is doing today, and start to turn around on the momentum. Now, a recovery seemingly could now take hold because we've seen this momentum on the RSI up towards 40. Seems as though I think 50 area, maybe to 55, could be sort of recovery territory if you do see this momentum turning around on this RSI. And above 34.70, that's the level I'm looking out for. I think a close above that would open effectively 35.70, and that would give the market momentum for that recovery. Now, let's look at the 4-hour chart. You can see just sort of since that inflation data this morning, we've seen a tick higher, but pulling back from that 34.70 level of resistance that we've got, and that's, I think, again the level that we need to see, because look at that 4-hour RSI as well, around that 50 area, 50 to 60 is improving clearly, but needs to get through that into the 60s on the 4-hour chart. If you see that with a move above 34.70, I think you're talking 35.70 near term support. On a near term basis, coming in at 33.95 area, and that's certainly where we're starting to build from. Silver is still in this recovery. Look at this uptrend channel. It's a decent one, but looking also at the big inverted head and shoulders pattern. This is a medium-term pattern, but just focusing in on what could happen on the near term, because we've had two candles now. Negative candle on Monday, but a bearish engulfing candle, bearish key one-day reversal, whichever way you want to call it, just coming in yesterday, and that is again a near-term reversal signal. We could see, well, certainly 24.80 is under pressure. It's ticked back higher from that, but certainly that is the support near term. If that gets broken, you could be sort of down at the 24.50 area, maybe even lower within this uptrend channel. So it's an important level that we're looking out for. You can see it on the 4-hour chart as well, just ticking back higher recently, but look at this 4-hour RSI as well, just sort of rolling over as the market was moving higher, and that suggests sort of waning upside momentum. And just again, if this market now starts to sort of fall over around this sort of level, you could start to see lower highs, and then a test of 24.80, that's the key level there. So it could be now starting to turn corrective, and that would be, I think, a medium-term buying opportunity if you saw it back in the low 24s. And the DAX finally broken out into all-time highs yesterday, still seemingly holding that ground. I've drawn in an uptrend now to gauge it, because you've got the RSI above the 70 mark, really is fairly stretched. The most stretched it's been since since the sort of April area. So this is looking pretty overbought now. We could see that the upside potential is limited. I think entering long positions around this point is risky game. I think I'd rather be sort of looking for a pullback towards that 16,000 area, but at the moment it's obviously looking strong. No real signs yet of any corrective move. I think no real signs of any sort of waning upside momentum on the 4-hour or the 1-hour RSI. So we're still holding on to this move higher, but I think pulling back to that uptrend would be preferable for me. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it informative for your trading. Join me again on Friday as we approach the end of another trading week. So I'll leave you with the Infonox support and resistance table, and I will speak to you then. Thank you very much.